In this essay, we're going to take a look at the Irish Guard, how it works and where and when to use it effectively. As usual, we're going to try and focus on the fighters wearing black. You'll find this will help you in recognizing the point in a short clip that happens very quickly. The Irish Guard is executed by utilizing the bottom third of the stick as a defensive maneuver. Now this can mean that it's a simple block to avoid a hit, but more often the Irish Guard is used as a set-up move. It is best used as the first move in a counterattack. The Irish Guard is placed out in front of the body in order to intercept the first strike and thereby gain position, momentum, and initiative. In my opinion, the Irish Guard is more complicated than most people give it credit for. There are a few things that have to be correct for it to be a practical tool in your arsenal. The move must be in the appropriate mode. It has to be at the correct angle, and if it is used as a counter, it must be in the correct aspect as well. Failure to accomplish these three factors will result in you being injured, or worse, losing the fight, or possibly both. For those of you who follow our essays, you might already know what I mean when I say mode. For those new to the Shiner method, it means simply this. There are two modes, horizontal and vertical. When the attack is coming straight down on you from 12 to 6 o'clock, say, it is quite straightforward that your stick should be held in horizontal mode. And of course, the inverse is true with the baseball type swing coming in from the side. Your guard should then at that point be in vertical mode. And of course, there's that universe of possibilities that exists between those 2 points.
There are a few little tiny subtle things that you have to know about blocking with the bottom of the stick to make it effective. I'm going to do this wrong here so you can see exactly what happens. If he's going to come in for a shot at my hands, and if I block like this, where's that stick going to go? Right up across my fingers. Exactly right. The same goes for the other side. If he attacks from the other side, and I block like this, keeping this thing diagonally like this, which is ideal if you're blocking up here, that's the perfect block. But if you're blocking with the lower end of the stick, if that's your intention, you have to change a few things. This is what you have to do. If he's coming in from this direction, you have to tip your stick down a little bit like that. So if you're coming in like this, you're to block, you have to keep your stick like that. Otherwise, it's going to glance up into your hand. So you want to practice doing your Buddha blocks like that. Keep your eye. You want to catch this stick right where you want it. You want it nice and close in. You see how that? The force is going right up my arm. The stick is on an angle, so it's going to deflect down to where I can come and make something useful out of it.
When it comes to attacking the Irish Guard, the simplest solution is best, and that is to predict where the guy's hand is going to be and swing full tilt at that point. Let's utilize our freeze frame and just kind of examine this point a little closer. Now let's take a look at Black's hand in relation to the background. Notice how it's exactly at the floorboard level. Now White, seeing this, knows that that hand is not going to be there when he swings, so he purposely aims a foot higher. Bang! And you can see how much higher the hand actually is from where it was to begin with. The catch and go is a fairly complex maneuver utilizing the Irish Guard. Basically what it is, it's transitioning from a vertical guard to a horizontal guard at the exact moment of impact. Let's use our freeze frame to kind of dissect this and take a closer look. If we look at Black here, you can see that he's in vertical mode and he's now intercepted White's low blow here. And what he's going to do is he's going to lift his arm and absorb that shock and hook the bottom of his stick over top. You can see now there's a triangle literally forming between the two sticks and Black's forearm. Now he's just going to rotate his stick over top of that and straight down onto the hand. Could have been the head. In any case, that's the end of the match. And one more on the thumb, just for good measure.
Oh, right in the thumb.
A few years ago, I developed a move called the Backdoor Santa, which capitalizes on the weakness of the Irish Guard. Basically what it does is it uses the short side of the stick as a fulcrum in order to control the long end of the stick, so in order that the other guy hits himself in the back of the head. This essay has just been a short little glimpse at the Irish Guard and its subtleties and its usefulness and some of the problems with it. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you keep posted at irishstickfighter.com. Thanks a lot.